Hey, what's going on, everybody? MysterySchooler here. How is everyone today? Got mystery chat number 5. Wow, these are starting to pile up, huh? Just gotta do it daily. That's gonna be my goal, is to try to bring something to you guys daily. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. This is a restream, but we're gonna be analyzing it, just like with our Thoth video. This is, I think, my first upload actually, but I had no subs at the time, so no one saw it. But we're gonna check it out now. So, without any further ado, let's roll. How's everybody doing today? Schooler here. We've been having some lag issues lately, so I'm just going to keep off the camera and just have my avatar do the talking over here. May do a PowerPoint over here. How's everybody doing today? Get some people in the chat. What you can explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind driving you mad. Morpheus from the Matrix. I love that one. I think we know how Morpheus feels sometimes. Just always seeking more and more truth and knowledge. You can never learn too much. The more we learn, the more we realize we don't know. Anyway, I made a PowerPoint presentation on the video Cyberpunk 27. Let's get started here. This game's got Keanu Reeves here on the right, and you're the main character here on the left. I thought it was interesting they chose 2077 because, it's like, what, 50 years from now? Because I noticed some biblical stuff you guys might like here. Now, not in the main version of the game, in one of the DLC editions, the Street Kid edition, the first scene in the game is you looking at your wrist with the mark on it. Couldn't help but think of Revelations 13:16 when I saw this. And he causeth all, both small and great, bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And just in case people said, well, he's looking at his left hand, MysterySchooler. He's looking at his left hand. Well, okay, see the image on the top? There you go. You can get an upgrading. You can get your right hand too. So there. All right, moving on. And that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark, the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See these two guys? See this guy's young over here. He's one of the main characters in the game. He's poor. He's from a poor family, you know. Look up here. See by his head. It's all marked up. See rich or poor, right? The homeboy over here is one big. It's got it too. No one's exempt from it. Now this is the part where it's going to get interesting, guys. All right. There's homeboy here on the same again, the last image. In the back here, you can see the skull. Here's the temple. Right here in the middle, see the temple? See homeboy over here? See his temple? Okay? They know what, guys who make these major titles, these major video games, they know, okay? They're insiders, they know about all this kind of stuff. Okay, it's not a coincidence. You know what I mean? Anyways, here's the back, here's the skull, the temporal. See right here in the middle? The temple is a juncture where 4 skull bones fuse together. The frontal, parietal, temporal, and sphenoid. It is located on the side of the head, behind the eye, between the forehead and the ear. See, you're manipulating that part of the skull, you're manipulating all of the skull. If you're manipulating all of the skull, you're manipulating the mind. Now all you need to do is send a signal with the device, and you can manipulate what they're doing, what they're thinking, all kinds of stuff. Now below that, I put piezoelectricity to try to get this to click for some of you. Piezoelectricity is an electric charge that accumulates in certain solid materials, such as crystals, certain ceramics, biological matter, bone, DNA, and various proteins, in response to applied mechanical stress. Applied mechanical induced via kinetic energy, you know, like vibrating blood, you know, metals in your blood, things like that. Anyways, I thought there's no way that was a coincidence. I thought you guys might like that one. Moving on. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and shall flee from them. Revelations 9:6. Now, the main character in the game here, Cyberpunk, he's forced to face his mortality. Basically, he's terminal. I'm not going to get into it too much because it's a really, really big storyline. We don't have all night. He's forced his mortality. There's a major corporation that basically has it so you can put your soul onto a hard drive. See, forced to face his mortality via scared into signing a contract to cheat death. A tyrannical corporation, sound familiar, has developed technology. This corporation mocks the creator and believes they are gods for having such technology. One of the ending game is a big protest outside of this corporation, and people chanting, "You're not gods, you're not gods." Does this sound familiar, people? Anyways, that's all I got on Cyberpunk. I made some more slides. If you guys want to see them, I don't know. I'm gonna go check the chat, see what's going on. Yeah, Morpheus is telling Morph, he, us. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Never. Hey, we got Epic Cop Watch Ottawa in the house. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming, man. I can't believe, well, I could believe it, but that was pretty messed up. They try to get you for trespass and you're just sitting there filming in public. Just outrageous. Don't even get me started on that topic. Epic Cop Watch Ottawa says, "What's up, brother? Keep up the good work." Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Who else we got here? We got MC Gaming. All right, MC Gaming says hi. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for dropping by. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying to go live every day, so if you guys could drop by and hang out, it'd be really appreciated. Cover some interesting stuff here. You definitely won't hear it anywhere else. Or put together Neo as one. How stupid is that, right? Yeah, I got to do some slides on Matrix. That's definitely one of my favorites. So we can head over here back to the PowerPoint. All right. I made this one here. The old world, we got this map over here. I like this one better. Depends on your cosmology. We're not going to hate on my channel. Wherever you're on that quest, have fun. We'll be here. Got the Emperor over here. Got the Magician. Look at the ice ring in that. Huh? It's all defrosted, it looks like, or something still. Is that what's under there? No matter how many times I see this map, I like how there's the four in this map too. There's the four of her, I'm pretty sure that's biblical. I'm not sure, but I thought that was interesting. I like this one too. Welcome home, guys. Welcome home, everybody. Now, here's this one, right? All right. Now, here's the video game God of War 4, right? Sometimes I think they're trying to show us something they perhaps, like that. Just some more on that. I thought this would be a good time to talk about Shambhala. The Shambhala narrative is found in the Kala Chakra Tantra, a text of the Anuttara Yoga Tantras. According to a prophecy from the Vishnu Puranas, Shambhala will be a birthplace of Kalki, the final incarnation of Vishnu, who will usher in a new age, Satya Yuga. Yeah, see this one. See this and this patterning and this coloring and all this here. Look how much this looks like this in the video game. In God of War, you turn this. It's a big machine in the middle, right? And depending on the direction you turn it, manipulates the plane that you're in. So it's like a time machine without moving, or like a spaceship without moving, but obviously not a spaceship. That's just silly. It's pretty interesting, especially for a video game, I feel like these are topics they probably don't want us touching on all the time, but you know what, we're going to touch on anyways because it's fun. It's nothing to see here, people. Moving along. They're not ready to be unplugged, guys. They're so hopelessly dependent on the system. They will fight to protect it. Oh, there's just straight up a giant just wrangling. No big deal. I don't want to worry about it. This one. Worldwide rapid petrification. Genesis 6:4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old men of renown. I might get confused by me with wide rapid petrification. You know, it could be heat too, but I think it's pretty clear there was a flood at some point. So if it heated up a lot and then a flood cooled it down, or it's flooding so hard that it heated up and it cooled down after that, or something, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, but I know it got petrified wood. Just about anything you can think of is petrified. If it's just underground long enough, it's just petrified. And they got us thinking that it takes a billion, majillion years, you know. Look at this quote from Abraham Lincoln. That's why I got Kevin Hart over here saying, WTF, right? This is Abraham. They say this is an Abraham Lincoln quote. I couldn't find any more information on it, but that's Abraham Lincoln in general. But it says, the eyes of that species of extinct giants whose bones fill the mountains of America have gazed on Niagara as ours do now. It's like, wait, there's a species of extinct giants buried in mountains in America? Okie dokie. It's weird. In the bottom right corner, you see all the and the forming mountains and things like that. That's from God of War 4 as well. That's also from that video game, God of War. Right here in the bottom right corner. I think they're trying to show you something. And over here in the middle, we have a cowboy boot, which, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think the Wild West time period was millions of years ago. So this is a petrified foot from the Western time. So I don't think that took millions of years. So I would argue that it doesn't take millions of years for petrification. So yeah, that's an interesting topic. And Bible over here talking about giants being around. We got Abraham Lincoln talking about giants being around. We got stuff like this in the top right corner. Anyways, it is a trip. Okay. Yeah, I just put this one. I was talking with one of my friends, Truth Loops, the other day, and we were talking about how I think how Roman mythology and Greek mythology are back on the table, because with what we know about the recent reset and how recently they were advanced and how much America looks like ancient Rome and ancient Greece and all this. Look at this, guys. 1893 Chicago World Tour. This is Chicago. Look at this. All this stuff looks Greek Union, you know. None of this stuff looks. I think the term's historium they put on it. It's like, oh, it's just inspired by it. Oh, it's just a coincidence. The whole world is just inspired by this, you know. La 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 la. Meanwhile, all the legends and stuff add up to one civilization. But no, you're right. The Mormons built this. The Pilgrims did this. You got it. Anyways, I thought this was a good one. I got this from a 8-hour documentary, Quay Sage Radio or something like that. Yeah, I just wanted to pause it quick right here, guys. You see this image? It's like, I'm going to start with what we know. Then I'm going to go into what my question, okay, is. We know melanins go into your skin from the sun because the sunlight is warmer than the shade at daytime. So since the shade at nighttime is warmer than the moonlight, can melanins be taken out of your skin from the moon? The same way the sun puts in the melanins, can the moon take out the melanins? Okay, and then we have Michael Jackson, right? And he's like super white, right? Black dude somehow. And his song is what? Thriller, where they turn to a werewolf, right? Oh, doom, 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 doom. Like the Skinwalker and Native American mythology and stuff. And yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, can the moon have the opposite effect? Because there's a lot of like ritual stuff that it specifies what moon is necessary and blah blah blah. And it's like, huh? Well, why would they specify that? Well, it must be important. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. So yeah, it's the sun's a cathode and the moon's an anode. But looking more into it, from what I understand, a cathode and an anode are really the same thing. It's just what direction of which one has the energy first and which one is receiving it. But it's just a flow of direction. It's the same energy, just a flow of the direction. But just thinking out loud again, guys. But stuff like this, it just makes so warm and puts heat on you. And they say the moonlight is colder. I'm pretty sure it's proven that the moonlight is colder than the shade at nighttime, meaning that the moon is actually pulling energy from whatever's in it at night. And then another thing the truth loops were talking about was people saying like have slept in the full moon like all night, like bare skinned and stuff, and have claimed to have like a lighter skin pigmentation the next day. Like I thought that was interesting. What if that's possible? I don't know. I'm pretty much as white as it gets, so I don't know what that would do to me. Moving on. Now this is Norse mythology. Norse mythology. I'm doing air quotes. I think this is pretty consistent with biblical stuff. Yeah, it's pretty consistent with the firmament above, right? What's interesting is they have hell too in Norse mythology. It's with one L, and it's cold. It's a cold realm. I'm pretty sure. And then I was thinking of that phrase, when hell freezes over. I'm like, oh, maybe maybe they set up for a reason. Oh, when hell freezes over, I'll do that. Oh, okay. You guys think you can tell time, huh? Who here thinks they can tell time? You can tell time. Okay, all right. You seem confident that you can tell time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you can't tell. Lol. And I'll be honest, I'm looking at this and I'd like to think that I study a lot and that I have a decent understanding on this stuff. But then I look at this clock and I realize that I don't understand anything because the only thing I recognize this whole damn thing is the zodiac wheel on the left. I see numbers, but none of them are in the right place, the original places from. I mean, look at 12 on the inner circle there. Okay, 12's at 3 o'clock position. Okay. But then the outermost layer of numbers, I think. There's like 12s, kind of. They look like lightning bolts. There's a 16. And I see a 1A, a 21. What the hell is 21 o'clock? Okay, what time is it on this clock, guys? Because, you know, I, I would like to know. I mean, it's sometime in Pisces, right? That's the Pisces symbol. The sun's in over there on the left. And the moon, the, the moon's in. I don't even recognize any zodiacs. Why are the zodiacs? It's got to be significant. This thing looks intricate, you know? I don't know. The decorations are like a Disney movie or something. But there's stuff like this all